Hey digital investors, welcome back to another video where we go over everything that is currently happening in the crypto space. If you're a frequent viewer of the show and you'd like to show some support, then tap the like button. It helps a ton for the YouTube algorithm to pick this video up and show it to more people. On this one, we'll be going over things like Ethereum, Enjin, Cardano, along with prices. We also have some Grayscale news, the Bitcoin market cap. We have a lot of stuff today. This should be a quicker than usual video, but we still do have a decent amount of stuff to go over. With that said, we are going to hop right into it. I hope you guys are all having a great day. And how could you not? As you guys may or may not be aware, I know some of you guys probably check the price, every 10 minutes. Other of you guys, you could probably come back and check the prices every few days or so. So with that said, Ethereum, it breaks its all-time high. I know, crazy, right? I think as of right now, if we go take a quick look, Ethereum is trading at 1,361, but it did break its all-time high, and that leaves Vitalik Buterin in the spot where his holdings are up 8x in a year. Vitalik Buterin has seen the value of his personal Ethereum stash soar over 700% in a single year. That is quite insane, and it's really kind of crazy to think about. A lot of these people, let's say like Vitalik, for example, already has an extremely high net worth, right? But Ethereum is still, projected to continue to give great gains, right? Will go well beyond the $1,300 level. So it's going to be insane to see, say in about 10 years, what some of these CEOs and founders, what their net worth actually is in, say, 10 to 15 years from now. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of them probably on Forbes and stuff like that. And we also have Ethereum daily transaction volume going parabolic as the Ethereum price breaks $1,400. So Ethereum's daily transaction volume is going parabolic. It now settles $12 billion in daily transactions. That's $3 billion more than Bitcoin. Imagine not being bullish on Ethereum. That is pretty crazy, guys, right? So yeah, Ethereum is doing some magic right now. I know a lot of you guys hold Ethereum. Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're kind of like those staples in your portfolio, especially a lot of people when they're first getting into the space. I feel like you either buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Litecoin, but it's like one of those three. I think people get into the space and when they're getting their feet wet, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin is like one of the ones that most people go to, I would say. Now it's kind of changing now, right? I would say Bitcoin and Ethereum, but now Litecoin isn't as high as it used to be, right? I'm pretty sure you have Chainlink higher than Litecoin. Let's take a look. Yeah, we have Cardano higher than Litecoin. Chainlink, not yet. Chainlink at number 9. So, it might change, but before, I remember it was Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin was the three major ones that people would come in and get into. We have a lot of coins doing a lot of things today. Here's Enjin Coin. The price explodes by 90% as Japan's JVCEA approves it for Coincheck listing. I know, 90%. That's almost doubling your money. Less than 2 years after entering the Japanese market, Enjin Coin has received approval from the country's JVCEA to be listed on the cryptocurrency exchange Coincheck. The asset has become the first gaming token authorized for usage in the nation. The CEO of Enjin, Maxim Blagov, emphasized Japan's significant role in the gaming industry and predicted that the Asia market will produce the next big projects in the field. What he says is, quote, "From Super Mario to Pokemon and Final Fantasy, Japan is home to pioneering games that hold a lasting place in pop culture. Japan's culture of innovation is directly aligned with Enjin's. We believe some of the world's best blockchain games will come from the Japanese gaming industry, and we will be able there to help them leverage this powerful technology to the fullest. Japan's video game market is among the fastest expanding niches with an annual growth rate of 7.1% and estimated revenue of over 18 billion in 2021. That is some crazy numbers, guys. And again, all that growth is going to continue to happen, going to continue to accelerate. Esports is definitely blowing up. It's been blowing up for a long time, but I think it's going to continue to blow up, especially with VR, and these things are getting more and more advanced. Plus, we got a lot of people staying home now, so video games are probably definitely on track to be blowing up. And as they say here, right, among the fastest expanding niches in Japan is gaming. Really, really cool to see. We also have Cardano stress test for Plutus. Smart contracts announced for March. Cardano is preparing to deploy the smart contract platform Plutus. Charles Hoskinson made the announcement on his Twitter account. He says that the stress test for Plutus will begin in March. IOHK is currently in the process of retaining the companies that will begin operations on Plutus. Hoskinson stated he would reveal the names of these companies and the challenge programs when the company completes the retention process. The code will then be released as open source, and work will be done to find some canonical, I'm not sure, design patterns and best practices from it. And as we also know, in February of 2021, we are waiting for the Merry hard fork to activate. So we have a lot of things going on for Cardano. We'll probably continue to see it all piling up. And Cardano is also one of those coins that has been absolutely amazing for gains, especially this year. But if you got in on the lows of Cardano, right, when it was 3, 4, 5 cents, and now I think it's, went all the way up to 37, 38 cents. I mean, that is absolutely amazing gains in a very, very short time frame. And we have a lot of projects starting to take off now, right? Obviously not all, but we have a lot of projects starting to increase in value drastically. There are a lot of people making a lot of money in this space. The amazing thing is that we are still so early. We still don't have that massive retail FOMO yet prices are climbing and climbing, getting higher and higher, net worths increasing, and we are nowhere even close to getting to another parabolic blow off top and going into the next bear cycle, right? This bull run has literally just started, and the wealth that has been created is already so crazy. And we also have this is really interesting. The electronics giant Mitsubishi is building a blockchain platform to power peer-to-peer energy trading. So Mitsubishi Electric is teaming up with Japan's leading science and tech university, Tokyo Tech, to build a blockchain-based P2P energy trading. The project is designed to give people an optimized way to buy and sell surplus energy. They say the goal is to maximize the amount of surplus electricity available in the market. The best offer bid match can be searched with respect to this common goal. If a surplus exists, the trading price would likely decrease according to market principles. If the priority is the profits of prosumers and consumers, the shared goal can be adjusted to increase total profits or raise the lowest profits of all prosumers and consumers. Mitsubishi says its system is designed to process a high volume of transactions with minimal computing power required. Mitsi and Tokyo Tech will begin testing the new system in April. So pretty cool. Some energy trading. Mitsubishi stepping up into the blockchain arena. It is crazy to see the types of companies and the amount of companies that are coming into this ballpark. And we also have Grayscale now owns more than 3% of the total 21 million Bitcoins that will ever exist. And Grayscale, one institution alone, that one Grayscale, right? They do Bitcoin trusts, Litecoin trusts, all different kinds of trusts for different digital assets. And just their Bitcoin alone, they own 3% of the total supply. That is really, really crazy. And as we know, Grayscale, they're not out there emotionally selling in a week, right? They're probably in this for the long term. They're not your average trader or your average investor, right? So you're literally in the trade with the whales. Now, I saw predictions that Bitcoin will hit $10 trillion market cap are far too conservative. So this is from investor and prominent podcaster Preston Pysh. He says, I will tell you this much. I think 10 trillion is laughable. I think people that are saying that it's going to replace gold and like that's the end state of this, I think that's a total joke. When we talk about the buying power of one of those 21 million coins, I think the number is probably 5 million to 10 million a coin, something like that. And I think that's being pretty conservative. He says, when I look at why is Bitcoin going to win, the thing that, in my opinion, is going to drive trust in the future is something that cannot be manipulated. Everyone in the world today is looking around and saying if a human is touching it, it's manipulated. And so I think in the future, the way people are going to look at it is if a human cannot touch it and no government entity can manipulate it or touch it or gain access to it over another, well, that's where the trust is at. So, $5 to $10 million a coin. You guys know, I personally, I don't like to get too far ahead of myself, right? I used to people calling for, $100,000 Ethereum, $10 million Bitcoin. I think, sure, that's all cool and well. If it happens, it happens. If it happens in my lifetime, right, that is awesome. But for me and the way how I'm investing in my strategy is, I don't need Bitcoin to go to $10 million for me to be set, right? I'm positioning myself in a way where I can be pretty set, just based off of this bull run, right? This bull run, if you position yourself properly, could set you up for a very, very long time. If you have enough money invested, it could set you up for life. So I don't like to romanticize the mega big numbers in my head too much, right? I'm more so, I like to go realistic. I like to go conservative. $10 trillion market cap, I can definitely get behind that. I don't see any reason why we can't hit a $10 trillion market cap. But $5 to $10 million a coin, we would have to be looking at the full-on success of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin completely succeeding, a ton of money tied up in the space. Again, it is possible, but personally, I won't be holding my Bitcoin to $5 or $10 million before I start taking some profits on it, right? Especially if you're looking to capitalize on the cycles. Keep in mind, crypto goes in cycles, right? If you're following, let's say, the 4-year halving, right? A lot of people subscribe to that theory. They believe it. Well, if Bitcoin continues to go, within that 4-year cycle, you could capitalize a lot by, selling the, obviously it's impossible to time the top, but you sell the tops of the markets, you buy back in on the bottoms of the markets. Obviously, it's much easier said than done, but you can make considerable more amounts of money while taking profits on the way up. Your prices for today, you have Bitcoin standing at 36,500. Ether is sitting at 1,359. Give this a quick refresh. Polkadot at $16. Cardano, 36 cents. Litecoin, 156. Bcash, 515. Chainlink at $20. Stellar sitting at 30 cents. Aave at 186. Tezos at 294. Synthetics at $8.92. And VeChain at 2.8 cents. Your fear and greed index for today is sitting at 80, still in extreme greed. And we have been in extreme greed for a very, very long time now. So we'll see which way the pendulum wants to start swinging, whether we're going to start going back into neutral, maybe some fear, or maybe we'll get another crank down back into greed and Bitcoin pumps. We'll see what happens. And with that said, guys, that is the video for today. If you enjoyed it, please drop the video a like. It really does help so much with growing the channel. If you guys also enjoy cryptocurrency content, you enjoy the crypto news, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. I produce a video like this daily, going over Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything that is happening in the crypto space. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just documenting the daily crypto news and this crypto bull run, and that is it. So make sure you guys are doing your own research, and along with that, make sure you're doing thorough research, right? You have to be doing more than an hour, 2 hours of research in this space, especially before investing in a coin. I know a lot of people, they have a very wide portfolio, right? People hold 5, 10, sometimes, 15, 20 coins. I mean, it really depends on how crazy you want to get, but make sure, if you're investing into all these different projects, make sure you're not overextending yourself, right? Make sure you understand all of the things that you are invested into. You have a plan for all of them, because after a while, if you're holding 20 different cryptocurrencies, you need to really know what you're doing. You need to really have, an investing plan, exit plans, your targets. When are you going to sell? Because that's a lot of coins to keep track of. So I hope you guys are all being responsible in this market, keeping yourself safe, managing your risk, right, and not overextending yourselves. And we have a great 2021 ahead of us. So I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you all on the next video.